Okay, welcome to Good Mythical More, the show where we just let loose. And you know what?
Want panties.
I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not going to apologize.
They sat in a room and made that list. They sat in a room, like a room where laws are made. Made that list. We need to do that in America. We need a list of illegal names in America. Can't be falling behind Mexico.
Well, I need my kid Lando, so I'm staying out of this one.
Okay, well, I've made a change in my life that I wanted to relate to the people who watch Good Mythical More, and it has drastically improved my quality of sleep, which is something we talked about recently. Earplugs.
Wait.
I put them in my ears.
Okay. Well, what is Jessie? Is she like firing guns while you're sleeping or something?
Now, well, if you want to call snoring firing guns, yeah.
She snores.
Okay, well.
She snores.
Now,
Does she snore?
She does. To call it a snore may be unfair. To call it a labored breathing at times when she is in certain positions, like on her back, would be an accurate description. It is
Inaccurate?
It would be an accurate description, and this is enough.
She breathes laborly?
Like,
oh,
but not quite as much of a snore. But it takes the slightest thing to wake me up.
Oh.
So,
what do you do when you wake up? Do you roll her over or close the mouth? Or
I sometimes tap her, sometimes grab her nose and shake it a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, Jessie, you're snoring. So she did it. I told her one night, and we had a little conversation about it. She's like, I'm snoring. I was like, yeah. She's like, that's embarrassing. Because she had just been to a women's conference where they were like all sleeping in the same room. And she's like, oh, do they hear me snoring and stuff?
I mean, but you're not talking about it on the internet.
No. And I said, it's not that bad, but I'm such a light sleeper. And so we kind of like moved beyond it. But as you know, I've been struggling with this cough. I've had this viral cough that's kind of hanging on for some time. And I started thinking, I just need to get more rest. I need to increase my quality of sleep at night. I need to make sure that I'm getting those 8 hours.
You had done this before.
I've done it off and on. I have a whole collection
past.
of earplugs, different colors.
And because I remember at certain points when we would like travel somewhere, you would have earplugs. That would be part of your regimen.
Right, because you go to a hotel and you never know what's going to happen. I mean, you might begin talking in your sleep. That happens on a regular basis. But also, people get up early and they make noise in hotels and that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So I've been doing this for a couple of nights.
Now these are like firing range.
Yeah, the ones I use are purple, and you roll them up.
Roll them up, put them in there, and then they expand.
It expands inside, and you're like, it's locked in there. And then it brings it down a certain number of decibels, and you can still hear things happen. Like if somebody came into the room and
fired a gun.
Yeah, I would hear that. It would just be dampened. But I do not
hear a really big fart.
I would not hear a really big fart.
Oh, really?
I would hear the bass of the fart. It'd be like. But really? Probably not enough to wake me up.
Was that the refrigerator turning on? No, that was a really big fart.
That's what the bass portion of a fart sounds like. So anyway, my wife.
I'm a heavy sleeper. I'm blessed. I can save money on earplugs.
Yeah, you don't need earplugs. My wife often gets up, as we have established, to go to the gym. Sometimes she actually goes in the gym and works out. Sometimes she just stays in the car and talks on the phone and runs the battery down. But she, I'd say 99% of the time, she actually goes in and works out. So when she wakes up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, I wake up.
So how many days have you done this earplug thing?
3. And
you're telling me when she rolls out of bed and the physicality of that still doesn't wake you up?
In fact, the first thing that happened to me this morning was Locke coming in the room and our kids get into bed in the morning often. Oh my goodness, we have lost a light.
Boom!
We're just going to have to continue in darkness.
For dramatic. You know what? Let's turn them all off. Turn them all off. Let's keep this story going in the complete darkness.
Tell a spooky story?
There we go.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, let's not do that.
Turn that back on. So, I
think I'm going to take a nap here.
Do you want to turn the other lights on?
Yeah, turn the house lights on. Let's see how ugly that is. I'm almost done with my story. Here we go. Look at this. This is going to be beautiful. Oh, wow. You turned green. I turned green. This is why we don't do the show like this.
It's called fluorescent lights.
Okay, let me finish the story. So the first thing I remember is Locke getting in the bed and snuggling up against me. That woke me up. But I was like, I came to, and it was just like, oh, Jesse's been gone. I don't remember her getting out.
Came to.
And no, and she turns the light on in the bathroom and like opens a closet and shuts the closet, puts her clothes on. All these things that typically I'm there witnessing and wishing that I was just asleep.
Getting angry.
And now I'm telling you, if you have trouble with sleeping, you need to put earplugs in. Now, every once in a while, one of them will get loose, and then you got one ear sound, and that can be a little disconcerting. You keep thinking everything's coming from one side.
I don't know if I could do it because you have this feeling. It's like it makes my head feel swollen when I put in ear buddies. You know, where it's like it just feels like it's all stopped up.
Oh, it is. There's an earplug in there.
You know, I hear my own breathing. I feel like I can hear my heartbeat.
You can. If you lay in the wrong way, you'll like zero in on your heartbeat.
Yeah.
You have to adjust until that goes away, and it does go away, and eventually.
Like physically adjust or mentally
you have
adjust?
to make your heart stop beating. Physically make your heart stop beating.
Yeah, really. What do you mean?
You just move your head a little bit because it's something to do.
It's a pressure thing.
It's the earplug being pushed up into the eardrum, and then your eardrum is feeling the heartbeat, and then it's still reverberating in there. You got to get rid of that. You know what?
And then when you pull them out, there's like stalagmites of gunk on there.
It should be illegal.
I've looked in your ears before.
It should be illegal to not wear earplugs while you sleep in Sonora,
Whenever
Mexico.
you look straight, and I look this way, I can see right into your ear.
Yeah, but they don't see it.
I can see your brain. What's left of it?
Nothing in there right now.
That's why this morning, remember I saw you and I was like, you got something there, and it was a big thing of
no, that's just normal. That
flakiness. It was like a cornflake.
You think that would have not been there if it weren't for the earplugs?
I thought maybe that the earplug pulled it out and then left it perched on the edge of your.
No, that just happens right there on the edge of my ear. It's a sign of intelligence. Sign of extreme intelligence.
Kind of just dry ear.
Dry ear. Yeah.
Dry
the
ears.
drier the ear, the higher the IQ. My doctor told me that when I was a child.
And your doctor was imaginary.